guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Cassidy and this is my channel. It's extremely
I have extremely cringy stories, and I am just racing with my presents daily.
Oh, I really was not going to make this video, but I feel like, first of all, I feel like if I'm gonna make this video, more crazy stuff's gonna happen to me. Second of all, I just didn't know if I wanted to post this just because I didn't know what you guys would think about it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm ready to share it and I'm ready to post this video. It's kind of something that's affected me for years and years, and it's all stemmed down to one house in particular in my childhood. I'm gonna try to make this video into 3 parts because it is fairly long. It is a lot of information to take in. It's just a lot of stuff that's happened over the years and I'm just not gonna fit into a whole video. Otherwise, you guys are gonna be watching hours and hours worth of a video and you guys don't want that. So yeah, without being said, let's jump right into this video. And okay, so where do I even begin? Oh gosh, so this has literally been going on since I was about 6-7 years old. I feel like I've been haunted by something since I was, it all started when my family moved into this house. We moved into this house, oh god, I think I was around 6 when we moved into this house. I was fairly young. I honestly don't remember my exact age, but I do remember when this stuff started is when I was around 6 or 7. So yeah, my mom and my dad and my brother and me, we moved into this house. It wasn't like an old house. When we moved in, I think it was about 6 years old, so it wasn't old. So it was not like it was like a 100-year-old house. It wasn't a house that you would assume would be haunted. It was in a suburban neighborhood. It was like part of a strata. Like it was just like, it wasn't a house you would think of anything to go on. If that makes any sense. So I don't even know where to begin. Like there's so much information here. The one thing that I remember from this house that I'm gonna start with, that we noticed right away when we moved in, was in the basement. It was an unfinished basement, so it was all cement. Like, yeah, it was unfinished, so it was all like cement walls or whatever an unfinished basement looks like. You guys get the picture. But spray painted on the wall was like this black circle, and I don't know, but that has always gave me the chills, and we never knew what that was from the old owners. We never knew why they spray painted this huge black circle on the wall. It was just something that's always given me the chills even to this day, and I try to figure out what it could have been, but to this day it still freaks me out, and it makes me feel like this is something that is part of this whole haunting. And it was in the basement, and no one ever wanted to go in. Like, we had a dog, a family dog, that refused to go in that basement. She would not go in the basement through the years that we lived there. And if she did go to the basement, we would have to force her down there. She wouldn't willingly want to go down to the basement. She was scared of it. And every time we would go down to the basement, either be my mom, my brother, or me, or my dad, we'd feel like we were getting watched. Like, it was the weirdest feeling. Like, we would almost feel like someone was behind us, like breathing down our throat. And it would just feel like someone was there. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, it felt like someone was there with us. And that was just some of the stuff that happened in the basement. There was a lot more that happened. Like, there was a light bulb that we'd have to pull the string for it to turn on, and it exploded. I was downstairs. We had our computer down there, so we'd have to go down there on our computer, and the light bulb literally exploded. And I just remember like always feeling weird down there, and we would hear whistling, like, in voices. Like, in the middle of the night, we'd be watching TV upstairs and we would hear whistling from downstairs. Whistling voices, just the weirdest shit from that basement. Now, there's more to this that went on throughout the years. I specifically remember an event from when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school. I remember my mom came into the school and she wanted to pick me up because she thought our house was getting robbed. She was sitting in the living room and she heard people pattering around upstairs and banging and doors slamming. So she thought someone was upstairs. And those banging and door slamming sounds continued over the years that we were there, and there was no explanation for those sounds whatsoever. My dad played it off as it was big trucks on the highway, because we live right next to the highway, and that's what he would tell us. It was just big trucks on the highway. And now to this day, I'm like, bullshit, big trucks on the highway. Like, that's not right. There was no big trucks. It literally sounded like someone was walking upstairs. And I just remember I never wanted to stay home either. When I turned about 11, I was able to stay home by myself, and I never wanted to stay home by myself. I was so scared and petrified of staying home by myself at this house. Weird shit just went on, like, so many things. Like, back in the day, when we had home phones, you were able to turn the ringer off and on. All the time the ringers would be shut right off. So we could never hear the phone, and there was absolutely no explanation for that. We still don't know to this day why that happens. Fire alarms would go off once a week. All the fire alarms in the house would just go off. And no explanation for that, of course. Shower rods in the bathroom, like the hole up the shower curtains, would crash down in the middle of the night. No explanation for that. No explanation for the random voices. No explanation for the banging. The list just goes on. And that's just some of the stuff that I remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was more stuff, but I don't remember. And if I find out more stuff that happened, I'll include it in part 2. I'm gonna ask my mom and my brother if they remember any other crazy shit that went on. Because like I said, I was fairly young. The stuff that I'm telling you guys is just the stuff that I remember. So if I get any more information from the house and any more weird shit that went on, I'm gonna include it in the part 2. But now I'm going to talk to you guys about what's going on now and what's been happening to me over the past 3 years. I personally feel like whatever was in that house has followed me and attached itself to me. And I have been very open with my friends and my family about some of the weird shit that has gone on with me over the years, to the point where I wake up in the middle of the night screaming. No explanation for that. I'll have random panic attacks in my sleep, and I have no explanation for it whatsoever. I have a makeup vanity. Well, I used to have it. I don't have it anymore. But it was one where you would press and the light would turn on. Middle of the night, I would wake up and the lights would be on that makeup vanity. No explanation for that. I had a TV in my room. It would turn on in the middle of the night, and no explanation for that. And this is going back about 1.5 years ago when I lived in my older house that I'm not in now. Weird shit. Like, oh god, I don't even know if I want to tell this story, because this story, me even talking about it, gives me the fucking chills. But I remember waking up one night, seeing a man up right next to my bed, like right by the bedside here. I can tell you guys what he was wearing. He was wearing blue jeans, he was wearing plaid, and he was just standing there. And I remember I fucking froze, guys. Like, I froze. I did not move. And it took me a couple minutes to realize what I just saw. Then I went into panic mode and I bolted out of my bedroom, and I did not want to go in. I was hyperventilating. I was so scared. I couldn't process what I saw. And I remember going down to my mom, bawling my eyes out, so scared. And I ended up sleeping with my mom that night. And I don't know. I have no explanation for that. Like, was I half asleep and half awake and dreaming this? I don't know. I just remember it so vividly about seeing this man. And it fucking haunts me to this day. Like, oh my god, it is so fucking freaky. And, you know, that doesn't end there. My mom has had experiences. She woke up in the middle of the night to her TV on, and the remote was in the bathroom at the time, because our dog that we had, so she put the remote on her bathroom. There is no way that TV could turn on without that fucking remote. And it turned on, and I remember going downstairs, my mom freaking out and getting nothing but goosebumps on me. Like, I literally had goosebumps all over my body. I was so freaking scared. And again, no explanation for that. I feel like I'm gonna be saying no explanation for that throughout this video, because I literally have no explanation for what I'm telling you guys. Now, I'm gonna start with what's going on now. I woke up the other night to this on my neck. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys that. I have no explanation to that, but that I woke up to that on my neck. I don't know how I woke up to that on my neck. I don't know what that's from. I really don't know. But yeah, if you guys can see it here, it's a pretty big scratch. And I don't know how I got that. Like, I really don't know. I just woke up with it. And I remember that night I was having some crazy nightmares. And I was like, crazy nightmares. I woke up, had a panic attack that night, and it was just crazy. And yeah, I don't know where I got that mark from. And it's fucking scares me, haunts me. I don't know how to explain it. It just freaks the fucking shit out of me. So yeah, even in my first video I made, I had a door slam in that video, and I even brought that attention into the video of the door slamming. I don't know what's going on. If you guys can tell me what you think's going on, if this spirit from my childhood home has followed me, if you guys think that's what's going on, or I'm just fucking stupid and there's logical explanations for everything I'm telling you. I don't know, but it'd be really nice to hear you guys' comments and see if you guys can relate to this, or if you have any advice for me. I would be great. There's just been so many stuff over the years. I'm trying to process it all, and in my part 2 video I'm gonna include all that. I'm also gonna include if anything else weird has happened to me. So yeah guys, stay tuned for an update on this. I needed to talk to you guys about this because it's extremely scary for me, and especially since I woke up with that on my shoulder a couple nights ago. I don't even know what to say. But yeah guys, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You guys will be notified every time I make a new. And yeah, join the Cassidy Army. I love you guys. Until next time.